Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Destrotor from the Achievement Hunter community, and we are going to find all of the collectibles in Chapter 14 and 15 for Dead Space 3. Chapter 14 has 48 collectibles, with 3 optional missions. My god, let's not waste any more time and start it up. The first one is at the start of the chapter. Instead of climbing up the ladder, turn to your left and you will see the circuit on top of some large boxes. Next collectible is a blueprint, which could be found after finding this map. Just follow the objective and you will find the Seeker Rifle blueprint on the back of a truck that is on your left. Collectible number 3 is found as soon as you enter the biology building, and it will be on your right before the hallway with the necromorph spiders. The next collectible is after getting the access key and having to enter the central hall access. This is the room with the cysts on the wall. Simply make your way past them, I got rid of them beforehand for the video, and enter the room on the right. Inside, you will find a circuit with +2 reload and +1 clip. You can also find a text log to the left of the circuit panel. After clearing up the organic matter from the hallway with the orange gas, you will be able to enter the neurology room. As soon as you enter, turn to your left and the audio log will be in the corner. After turning the audio log on, go further into the room until you reach the guardian that is on the wall. Just look in the corner and the artifact is on a barrel. Next collectible is a circuit with +2 reload and +1 damage, and it can be found in the room with the torque door and the Reaper barracks key. The panel is found across from the desk. Now open the torque room with a torque bar, and inside you can find an explosive module on the shelves to the right. Following the main objective, you will come to a room where you have to play a small minigame to align the cylinders in the center and retrieve a frozen cross section. Just as you lower from the elevator, you will find an audio log to your right on a desk. With the Reaper access key, you can now enter the Reaper barracks. It's a short optional mission with a few collectibles. You can find 3 text logs very early on. The first one could be found directly in front of the gate just as the mission starts. Next, open the gate, and in front of you, the log can be seen on the ground directly in front of the door leading out. After picking this up, open the door, and the next log will be directly in front of you on the desk. You can find a damaged port in the center of the room after running past the crusher. The crusher you pass is the one which has Peng hidden behind it. Now from the last collectible, you have to get past a broken crusher and turn to the left before reaching the end. After that, go to the back of the small hallway and the circuit is on the wall to your right. A scaff artifact can be found in the room with the bench. Instead of going through the door to its left, go to the small room to its right and the artifact can be found on the right side as you enter. Next 3 collectibles can be found in a chest, which is in the room with a projector turned on and a strange audio log playing telling you to kill yourself. Inside you can find the blueprint for the showstopper, a heavy elite frame, and a rail accelerator. I accidentally picked up the blueprint before recording it, but managed to show you it. Last collectible in the Reaper barracks is a circuit which can be found directly after leaving the chest room. It is a storage room with ice all around it. Watch out for the 2 divider heads, and the panel is found at the end of the room. Back to the main mission, continue until you come to another hallway infested with organic matter. You can also identify this room because it is the one with the bench in it. Anyway, as you go over to the room where you turn on the gas, go to the back of it, and against the wall you can find the panel. 2 collectibles can be found in the room, which has the text "The Zoo" scrawled over it. When you enter the room, turn to your right and the artifact is on the desk. From the same position, turn left and the audio log is found about midway through the room on your right. Next collectible you come across is a ripcore, which is found as you make your way to geology. However, this weapon part does not count for Chapter 14, but rather for Chapter 15. Just pick it up for now and it will count for later. From the position of the ripcore, follow the small cave that is found by going straight instead of left like the objective tells you to. In this cave you will find a unitologist soldier who kills himself. Don't know why they seem so keen on self-termination. Anyway, you can find this full zoom scope at the back of the cave. You will eventually come to an area in which you find a group of stalkers, the Velociraptor necromorphs. Once you beat them, the objective points you towards an elevator to your left. Instead, go straight until you reach the door to the disposal service optional mission. Turn to your left and it's hidden behind a column. We will eventually find our way back to this optional mission later on. Continue up the elevator and you will find yourself in a large area with more stalkers. Once you have dealt with them all, follow the objective line until you pass a large box on your side. Turn to the right and the scaff artifact can be found tucked away in the corner. Right after this large area, you will enter the geology building. Inside, you will come into a room covered in ice. Turn to your left and go all the way to the end. You will find the circuit on the wall to your left. In the next room, you will see a torque room directly in front of you. Open it up and turn to the right as soon as you enter, and the hot def blueprint can be found. Now, move further into the room and turn to your left to find a compact EarthGov frame on the ground. That is all of the main mission collectibles. Now, on to the next two optional missions. First is disposal services. After you are ambushed by a group of wasters, enter this large room and walk down the stairs. Turn to your right and a log is on the table in front of you. Next, you will come to a room with a ladder which you must climb down. On the bottom level, you will get ambushed again, but after you are done, the circuit can be found on the right section of the room on the wall. Continue with your objective until you reach a room with an elevator to your right, and a torque door directly in front of you. The text log can be found on the desk to the left. Now open up the torque room and go to the very end. Turn left and there will be a full zoom scope on the ground. Now go to the opposite side of the room, and on the left there should be a circuit in a panel. Now in my game, this was not here for some reason, and all the footage I had never showed that I had picked it up. It should be there though. Now, once you reach the computer room, from the bench, go to your right and enter the door on your left. Directly in front of you as you enter, the text log is on the desk. Now from this very position, go into the door to your left and you will be in the ice room when the chest comes down. Go straight until you hit the wall. Turn right and then left and the artifact should be on the ground. Now, fight off the necromorphs until the chest comes down. And inside, you will get 4 weapon parts. An ammo sweeper, a precision tip, a compressor, and a conic dispersal. With these last 4 collectibles, you are now done with this optional mission. Now on to the co-op mission, and the last optional mission in Chapter 14. When you come into this circular room, press the button in the center of the walkway and it should turn you around until you are facing the back hall door. Once you open the door, you can see the audio log directly on the left on a desk. Continue until you get to a room with ice on the right side of the hallway. Go into the door at the end and you should find a circuit on the ground to your right. Continue with the objective until you reach a room with an elevator in it. Go on the elevator and go up 1 level. Then, follow the walkway all the way around and you should find an EarthGov artifact on one of the corners as you reach the end. Now in the same room with the elevator, follow the objective into the next room and walk inside. Turn to your right and then to the left, and the circuit should be on the wall. In another circular room with a movable walkway, turn it until you are facing the escape passage door. Enter and turn to your left. Then, turn to your right and right once more. You should find a rail accelerator on the ground. This is kind of hard to describe. Just follow me on the video and you should find it easily. Now, the final 3 collectibles should be in the chest. You should find a circuit with +2 clip and 1 damage, another circuit with +2 rate of fire and +1 clip, and an ammo box. Well, that was a mouthful. On to the next chapter, which only has 2 collectibles. Yay, a short one! Finally! The first is a ripcord that can be found during Chapter 14. If you picked it up before, you don't have to worry about it now. The last collectible is in a room with static computers and this message on the wall. If you turn towards the computer, you can find a flame gaze right next to the 2 bodies that are sitting around. That's it for now, and thanks for watching everyone. Hope this guide helped, and be sure to check back at Achievement Hunter for more of your gaming needs.